I hate packing with a passion. It is driving me insane at the moment.
I can see in the background there's a lot of stuff that's not in boxes behind you.
That's because he hates packing.
Welcome to Multiple Nerdgasm with your hosts, Matt, Luke, and Dan. Multiple Nerdgasm, your guide to all things nerdy.
I keep putting it off as well. Yeah. It's sort of like, can I pack or should I play Super Bomberman?
I noticed, though, that the giant Lego head has been packed. That's gone.
Yeah.
Yes, I have packed some things. I do a little bit of packing, play a game.
The multiple Nerdgasm controller with the broken A button is still there, though.
It's still there.
It's still there.
Yeah.
I have packed away a few of my Xboxes and controllers, though.
Few of your Xboxes.
I've packed away 2 Xbox Ones, 2 Xbox 360s, and 1 original Xbox.
Okay.
Look at my One X still here.
Is Xboxes the plural of Xbox, or is it like the plural of codex as codices? You know what I mean? So is it actually expacies or something like that?
I don't know.
I have to defer to Luke on this one. He's the expert.
I'm going to go Xboxes.
Okay. Well, that's boring.
Yeah. Look, maybe if you just leave it long enough, that stuff will pack itself.
Oh, I'm running out of time.
You're running out of time for it to pack itself.
No, your stuff's running out of time.
Yeah. Yeah, you still owning that is running out of time.
We get the keys in 2 days, and then the movers come in 3 days.
Oh, shit. Is the rest of the house packed? Should I not
ask?
Oh,
God, no. But no, we only got the movers to come get the big stuff. We've got time to move everything.
Yeah.
Like get the bed, televisions, fridge, and everything moved by movers, and then we can just... Anything that's not ready, we can just come back and get.
I hope you put a little winky face when you said, come and get just the big stuff. You know?
Just do what I did and what I assume Dan also did. Just get rid of all your stuff, and then when you move, get new stuff.
Yeah, I said to Luke that he should do that, and he said that he likes and needs all his stuff.
Yeah.
No, we are getting rid of some stuff. We're getting the chest of drawers and side tables and all that type of stuff. We're just getting rid of. We're going to get it replaced.
Yeah. And also, just to clarify, Dan and I aren't just frivolous. We move countries. Listeners who don't know. Now, just throw it all in the trash, Luke, and buy new things.
Well, actually, it's funny. We mentioned a rich friend of ours on last week's podcast, and I've got another David Stally story that's actually relevant here. When I moved house once, he came to see my new place, and he was standing in the middle of it, looking confused. And I said, "What?" And he said, "You've just moved all your old furniture into a new house." And I said, "Yeah, that's what moving is, David. Have you never done that?"
Moved?
And I mean, they live in a $40 million sandstone mansion on the fucking cliffs of Lavender Bay. And I assume that if they ever did,
beautiful place.
If they did move house, it would be to a house that needed a whole new design scheme, and so they would just toss everything.
Right, the furniture wouldn't fit with it. So
that's right, exactly.
Yeah. So there you go, Luke. That's our advice.
Just throw it all away, start again.
Burn the house down on the way out, and then...
The good thing is my internet is already set up, though.
Ooh.
That is good.
Can't use it yet, though.
I can't use it yet because I don't actually own the house yet, but they set the internet up like a week ago, and I'm hoping that the people who were living there had moved out.
Well, if they're not...
Otherwise, they got disconnected.
They are using some very fast internet.
Well, no, because they wouldn't have my password. So their modem will just die.
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm.
So you got internet connected at a house you don't own yet, actually. I hadn't considered that. That's quite funny.
Well, I contacted them and went, "Hey, I'm moving in on this date. I want to get it set up." And they've gone, "Yep, we can do that." And then they sent me my new modem to the address, and I had to run around and get that sorted. And then they sent me an email going, "Yep, you're all set up, ready to go." And
all right.
Not there yet.
Do you only own the house from the day you pick up the keys? Is that how it works?
So. Yeah, because you have to do closing on the loan and all that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So the money transfers at about 2:00 on Tuesday. We can pick up the keys after that.
Okay. Exciting
I recall
times.
the day I got mine. That was very exciting. It's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We came and sat in the empty living room because, like I said, I didn't bring all the stuff over from Australia. So
yeah, we've sorted out who's getting which spare room now.
Oh, okay. So there's a Dan spare room and a Matt spare room.
Yes, one
Great.
for each of you.
I expect
good.
my name on the door. Matt's his name's on the door too of his room.
Okay.
As you can probably glean from the video image that you can see, the listeners cannot. I do enjoy purple as a color.
Okay, yep, I'll keep that in mind.
Do I get to choose any color? Can you just do mine black?
choose-
Just black. I just want to stand in a void. Just you know?
Okay.
Like the dream of being a teenager that your parents would never let you do.
That's
Can I
right.
paint the room black? No, you can't paint the room black. It's fucking
you
stupid.
absolutely can't. Yeah, that went down just as well as can I convert the shed into my bedroom?
All right, yeah. Can I just live in the crawl space under the house for a few weeks? I am a goth and I need a goth lair.
Oh, kids are stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I know this because we were them.
What's been going on? It's been a fun week in the world, and that's sarcasm.
Yeah, it's
Things are weird. You
it's
guys all
not
good?
It's not good. Yeah, I mean we're fine here. We're
Good.
experiencing a lot of secondhand drama from the States,
Yeah.
and you know we're feeling everyone's discontentment at the fact that the police just think they can hurt or kill anyone they want. So that's not good. It's not
Getting
good at all.
weird.
Yeah.
Let's keep it light this week then, in honor of what's going on. Like, you know, I want to acknowledge that. Yeah, we know things are going on, but that's not why you listen to this show. You listen to this show to hear us talk about some dumb shit. So,
I got
some dumb shit to talk about?
Mate, I got something real dumb if you want to hear it.
please.
Go for it.
Okay,
please.
so the last couple of weeks, the topic of fascism has crept into our podcast, and
Keeping it light. Like,
Keeping it light.
and I wanted to keep that going today.
Sure.
Look, I did a little bit of reading up on fascism, just out of
because of Disco Elysium.
yeah. Well, let's be honest, and
I know two
found
more
out-
people who have purchased the game thanks to us. Just wanted
Yeah,
to
that's
point
great,
that out.
man.
Yep.
Like, let's turn this into a movement. This game is amazing.
Yeah.
And like we didn't even talk about the art of this game when we've discussed it. Like this
No.
beautiful watercolors and oh my god! I got another game I want to mention on tonight's podcast too, but just a quick little tidbit about fascism. And in fact, it's about the etymology of the word fascism. Right?
Okay.
So the word fascism was first used in Italian. It comes from the word fascio, which means bundle. In this case, a bundle or group of people. Right?
Okay.
Like, like analogous to say the word communism, right? Groups of people. And except the common usage of the word fascio, the historical usage, has been a bundle of sticks, right? And fascio, it has the same Latin root word as the other more recognized by us phrase that replies to bundle of sticks.
Yes, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fascist means in Italian.
All right then.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, Matt.
Fuck does Kuno care? I think we can all agree that Hitler was a fascist. So I saw people talking on Twitter about David Bowie, and there were these quotes from David Bowie where he seemed to be they were saying David Bowie supported fascism, and he was making comments about fascism. And
very hard to believe. Go on.
Well, I was like, that's odd, but it is true. For about 2 years, he did support fascism in a way because he was portraying a character known as the fucking pale white Duke,
Thin White Duke,
which is one of his personas. What's
Yeah.
that? Thin White Duke. Yeah. Who was the character was a fascist. So that, and then I was like, oh, that's gonna be weird if people don't realize that was a persona.
That
sort
is
of
odd.
thing.
Because that's just like him going, oh, by the way, Ziggy Stardust, homophobe.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I don't know. I was reading that and I was like, you know what? I'm obviously not going to engage with these people, but I'm like, oh, that's kind of troubling that people aren't able to. It's like they just see David Bowie said these words and then they don't. They're like, well, I wonder why he said that. They're like, nah, he must be a fascist.
Well, that's probably because they're getting their news from Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah.
And just seeing a quote.
Well,
in this case, Twitter. It was just like the quote was just like, actually one of the quotes was Adolf Hitler was the first rock star, David Bowie. It's like, well, I mean, he did say that.
Wow, sure.
In character. as this
right.
fascist character.
Also, I think with what we know about David Bowie, we can assume that if he made a provocative statement like that it must either be meant ironically or with a deeper meaning.
Yeah. I just feel like it's so strange that like really David Bowie? Okay, all right, whatever. Look, we've got some follow up. We've got two pieces of follow up. One, did we even talk about this Cate Blanchett business in the main show? Or was this only in the after party? In
about which case, her being...
I think we only talked about her in the after party, so maybe I should skip that one for now. We can do that in the after party.
Oh, that can be after party.
Yeah, just because I don't think we mentioned Cate Blanchett in the main show ever. I think that both times we talked about her being cast as Lilith was in the after party.
We talked about whether or not she's too old to be masturbated to, but that was in the after party.
No, I don't, that was not what we discussed.
That is exactly what we discussed.
Because she's not too old for that.
No, Dan and I definitely talked about that.
Yeah, we definitely did. And I swear by it. She is definitely not too old to masturbate to. Matt disagreed, but I respect his right to disagree, and I'll fight to the death to protect his right to say it.
Well, have we got any Tiger news?
Got a little bit of Tiger news. There's been a lot of Tiger news lately from fucking.
Well, actually, the Tigers have left.
The Tigers have left.
The Tigers aren't there anymore.
What? Where are the Tigers?
I don't know.
Let's not do that thing where we don't say what we're talking about.
So what's happened is...
I think people can probably assume it's something to do with Tiger King.
So Carol Baskin now owns Tiger King Zoo.
Yeah, right. Even in the series, Joe Exotic lost ownership of that zoo somewhere along the way, even when he kept working there.
So what happened was, and this is what the courts agreed to, this is why it's gone to Carol now, is that he signed it away as a way to keeping it away from her, so she couldn't take over control. So they were doing sort of a dodgy, I sign it across to you for $1 type of thing.
I see.
But hang on. That's interesting. So if I just was like, if I say I have a guitar and I'm like, well, Dan might take that, so I'm just going to give it to Luke. The police or the courts could say, no, you gave it to Luke because you didn't want Dan to have it. That means Dan gets to have it now.
Yeah,
that's the law.
It depends on how
weird. That's a weird law, right?
This happened because he lost the lawsuit or he settled or something, and then he was signing it away at the same time.
He was like hiding it from a lawsuit sort of thing. Okay.
Yeah, sure, I'll settle. But I own nothing now. But I'm still going to live and work here. So gotcha. That's why.
In other words, she sued him at some point, probably for threatening her life.
To murder her.
Yeah.
No. Because you can't. That's one of those weird things. You can threaten to murder someone, and that's fine.
Oh, that's true. America
freedom of speech.
Free speech.
Yeah, that is true.
Which amendment is
that? The
what?
Cops say, was it in the Tiger King where the cops said it's not illegal to threaten to kill somebody, it's illegal to try and kill somebody?
He literally dressed a mannequin up, a sex doll. He dressed a sex doll up like Carol Baskin.
Shot it in the head.
Shot it in the face on live television. And the cop was like, come back, call me when he's killed you, and then we'll solve the problem.
It may have been one of those things that led to it, because what the lawsuit was about was copyright. So putting a photo of her up, if, hey, I own that photo, you can't use that, and that's where... So I think he was using like photos of her and photos of her, like her website and stuff, because he was... Remember how he was like taking a copy and just changing it slightly?
Yeah. Sex doll, live TV, photo on the face, bullet to the head, completely legal. Wait a minute. Did you pay royalties for that photo? No? Well, you lose your zoo.
Now she owns your zoo.
And Matt's guitar.
And my guitar.
But yeah, evidently the animals have been moved out.
To where? To
Not much of a zoo then, is it?
The decision said the zoo animals must be removed from the property within 120 days, but it does not give detail about what should happen to them.
Oh.
Yeah, well, let's not leave it up to her. I've heard they're opening up the case again against her missing first husband.
I heard that too. Yeah. Against her. For her husband. Yeah, I heard that too. Something about the will was forged or something.
Which is sort of weird when the lawyer comes out now 20 years later and goes, nah, that's not his signature.
What a mess.
Isn't that something you sort of bring up at the time?
Well, so what's happened is it Jeff, the guy who was that fucking douchebag who was running the park?
I wouldn't be surprised if he's absolutely bankrupt at this point.
That guy was weird.
He was losing money hand over fist.
The guy was punching the fucking tiger
with his multiple wives. The guy who was taken.
No, not that guy. The
one who went into business with Joe.
the guy from Vegas.
That guy.
Yeah,
the one that had the young wife and then the hot nanny.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's right. It wasn't multiple wives. It was hot nannies.
Not the Bhagavad or whatever his name was, calling himself.
Yeah, who for some reason just got out of that so easily on that documentary.
Well, I think that was maybe because he didn't let people on to let himself get on film as much. Because Joe was film everything, but he was probably let them in on very special occasions.
And remember, he's not suspected of anyone's murder.
Yeah, true. Just potentially
that we know of.
I got to say, guys, though, I do miss the early days of quarantine, the work from home, Joe Exotic days of quarantine, not the world is on fire quarantine.
Yeah. All right. Well, Carol Baskin not dead and taken over. What is the name of the zoo? I can't even remember. It doesn't matter.
Exotic Zoo or something.
Exotic Zoo, right?
Yeah. I don't think she's keeping it as a zoo though.
Well, because it said it's been flooded with visitors since the documentary, but I guess that's not the case now.
Now, where was his zoo? Because hers was in Florida, right?
Wasn't his in like Middle America somewhere or something? Like,
don't know. I really want to know now. Oklahoma Zoo.
Yeah,
Oklahoma.
That's in the middle part of America, isn't it?
Oklahoma is
because there's LA, New York, and then the middle.
I think isn't Oklahoma
and Rhode Island, Luke?
West a little bit, Oklahoma.
No, it's just part of New York.
There's Oklahoma and then not South Central region.
South Central. So it's above Texas.
I gotta check because there's Oklahoma City and then there's Oklahoma. I don't want to make the same mistake Donald Trump made. If you recall.
Running for president when you actually don't want to be president. Accidentally
it's
winning.
like it's right in the fucking middle.
Okay.
Oklahoma. So just above Texas.
Corn country. So somebody's been watching some horror movies this week.
Yeah.
I assume that's you, Matthew.
Yeah.
Unless Luke's been watching Color Out of Space. I imagine that's a movie you might enjoy, Luke.
I watched a comedy about an assassin.
Have you seen Color Out of Space,
Which
Dan?
one? Yeah, I have, Matt.
Okay, I don't know that Luke would enjoy it.
I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't enjoy it.
Really? Okay.
I mean, I love Color Out of Space, the book.
The story, yeah.
The story. But this, I'll be honest, I gave it 2 attempts and turned it off pretty early on both times.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it deserves another go. I don't know. It just seemed to me really second rate.
I mean, it's not my favorite film ever. I enjoyed it. I watched the whole thing. It was pretty good. It was all right. It was kind of a throwback to sort of, I guess, like 80s movies, I thought. It's got some elements of the Thing in there.
For some reason, when I saw the cover, it just reminded me of The Thing. Not the Thing, the Blob.
Look, I mean, the way you guys are describing it, this is certainly making me want to have another look at it, but I felt it very, I don't know, couldn't do it. But then again, I also don't like the other movie you've got on your list here, and everyone fucking loves this.
Really?
Yeah, did not like it.
Okay, interesting. I had not seen this before. So for listeners who don't know, Color Out of Space is an adaptation of a H.P. Lovecraft short story. It's about a couple or a family, rather, who live in New England, sort of in between where I live and in between Boston, basically, somewhere. And a meteorite crashes into the yard, and it's supposed to be a color that is unknown, like it's an unknown color. In this, it's kind of pinky purple because it's got to be a color that you can see. But in the story,
this is basically just a blob.
I would have, I mean, well, sort of. Yeah, but the color's not.
A thing lands from space and then comes for people.
No. It doesn't. The color doesn't. That's the thing. The color does some weird stuff, but it's not like this.
The color gets into everything.
Yeah, it gets into plants and animals and stuff.
Yeah, it just kind of changes things.
So it makes stuff bright.
This is obviously less subtle than the book, especially as it goes on. Like I said, there's literally some, elements of The Thing in there that I don't recall being in.
Interesting.
The story.
That's the thing about cosmic horror.
Mutations of creatures and things that I don't recall being in the story.
No, I mean there's certainly elements of that in the story, but
okay.
But that's why I find it so difficult to adapt Lovecraft into a movie because in the book, Lovecraft gets away with a lot of things by just saying, and it was the scariest thing you've ever seen. And you're like, ooh, that sounds scary. Whereas in a movie, you have to show it, and you're like, well, that's not that scary.
The literal like premise is it's a color that humans have never seen. Like, how the fuck do you film that?
Exactly.
Like, can we discover a color that has never existed before? And
I tell you, if they'd somehow done that, like props to them, that would have been amazing.
Academy Awards.
Yeah.
I think discussing all of this is all it's made me want to do is watch The Thing.
The Thing is fucking fantastic.
I love The Thing.
Yeah. And I haven't seen it in like a decade.
Oh, really?
So good.
So
it certainly holds up. It definitely holds up. I mean, the effects are a bit hokey, but that's part of the charm, right?
Yeah, exactly. I find them. Yeah, I quite like it for that. But I liked Color Out of Space. I was going to say, yeah, check it out. But, maybe it's not for everybody.
I'm not warning you off it. In fact, I do want to see it. Fucking me, I don't know. Maybe I'm just putting it on too late.
Give it another try this week. Come back next week and tell us if you're able to finish it, and then I'll decide if I'll watch it.
Okay, sure.
Luke, ever reasonable.
The other movie that you watched this week was Hereditary, and I thought this was pretty good. It had some good scenes in it, some surprising stuff, but I thought the ending really let it down.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I really liked it.
It's got Toni Collette in it. I love her.
Yeah, no, she's really good at this, too. Actress. She's fucking terrifying.
Take or leave her, man.
Really? I thought she was good in this. I normally am not, because I guess I'm like this with people I know from just Australian TV.
Muriel's Wedding.
When they're in movies, I'm like, oh, it's you. But she was really good in this.
Yeah, I think that's what my bias towards Toni Collette is that I just can't ever think of her as anything.
You're terrible, Muriel.
Exactly.
But like Hannah just started watching United States of Tara just for a few episodes, and like she's great in it. Like I think she's really good.
I couldn't get that out of that.
But I don't really watch much of what she's in.
I don't know. I either love or hate Aussies in things. As soon as there was an Australian character in Picard, I was like, oh, I don't know. I'm not into
Oh,
this.
yeah, that guy. Yeah. That was weird.
He's just so Australian. And it's like, why is there an Australian?
That was really off-putting. Yeah, I agree.
Australia will make it in the future.
Hereditary, I liked it. I didn't know anything about it, surprisingly. I know everybody loved this film. I knew that people liked it, and I knew that Ari Aster, the director, had gone on to do Midsummer, which people liked a bit less. That I
also
would
didn't
like to watch
like it.
next. Yeah, okay.
Better than this, though. I thought it was much better than this.
Oh, okay.
But I disliked it for the same reason. I think it set up something really good, and then just didn't sustain that all the way through. I don't know why I'm so hard on this guy's films, but...
Well, the thing, like I said, I didn't know anything about Hereditary. All I knew, it had that odd-looking little girl in it. Mm-hmm. No offense, little girl.
No, it's just meant to be odd-looking. And in fact, I thought any time she was on screen was great.
I really liked... I'm going to get a little spoilery, I guess. This movie's been out for, 4 or 5 years now, and a lot of people have seen it. It's a horror movie. It's like a family, and the wife, Toni Collette's character's mum, has died, and then they're dealing with that, and then the little girl dies in an accident, and then fucking weird shit starts happening, like really weird shit. And then what I liked about it was that really right until the end, it's kind of plausible that it's just all in her head. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I liked that. Like literally all of it could have just been she was doing it, you know?
And if they'd left it at that, I might have had a different opinion.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, I've actually been watching something this week as well.
What have you been
I actually started watching Barry.
Barry?
Have you heard of this?
No.
No.
So Barry is about this guy who's an assassin that moves... He's in the Midwest, moves to Los Angeles, and then finds out he likes acting.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's, I don't know, it's really interesting. It's got Bill Hader is the assassin.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm okay with Bill Hader.
I'm
not a Bill Hader hater.
I don't know that I like him, but that's only because I don't think I know. I'm familiar with his work enough. I didn't think I liked Nick Offerman until I saw fucking Devs.
I'd never seen Nick Offerman in anything.
I don't think I had either.
All I do know now,
he's in Parks and Rec, and I don't like Parks and Rec.
Yeah, and I've not seen that, but I have looked him up since because I really really liked Devs. And all I can say is I can't stand looking at him when he doesn't have his beard. He's weird looking without a beard.
So Barry, what is this on?
It's on HBO. It's a HBO show.
Oh, okay.
2 seasons. I think they were making a third, but sort of got put on hold at the moment. But it's really interesting. I enjoyed it.
Matt, HBO Max has come out in the last couple of weeks in America, so you should check it out. That sounds interesting too.
Fucking Justice League, not till next year, right?
Yeah, they got to make it first. Plus, there's a lot of doubt of whether he'll actually be able to finish it for the money they've given it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently.
Interesting.
Look, it's funny you should say that because I've watched a assassin show this week too that's worth mentioning. I've watched Killing Eve seasons 1 and 2. Have you guys heard of Killing Eve?
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
It's really good. Yeah, it's British. Well, it might be a British-American co-production because the cast is pretty international. But it's kind of about it's all about the delivery of it because the premise is pretty basic. There's an assassin and there's a secret agent trying to track the assassin down, and they have this kind of weird connection. They kind of become obsessed with each other, but it's done in a really interesting way.
Really, I feel like Jenna might have watched this.
No, I might give it a try if I can find it.
That I've seen her watch.
Yeah, you should, Luke. I actually think this one is definitely one I would recommend to you and Hannah.
See, I liked Barry because it is a comedy. But it's not like silly comedy. Like there's comedy. It's a dramedy.
Okay. Right. Yeah. I would say the same thing about Killing Eve, actually.
Okay. There you go. I watched a TV series that is not a comedy.
Did it have any?
It's
any
limited
rapists
series
in it, Matt?
Funny you should ask. It does.
Yeah.
I watched Netflix's Jeffrey Epstein series, Filthy Rich.
Filthy Rich and also just Filthy.
Did this come out very quick?
It came out recently. It depends on what you mean very quick. I don't think so. When did he die? Last year? So I guess they've...
So it has been a while now, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. This was interesting. There was a podcast by Wondery, I forget the name of it, that I listened to, and a lot of this was kind of going over that. But it was interesting because they actually interviewed a lot of the survivors and whatnot in this series that they talked about it in the podcast. In this, you actually got to hear from them, and it was... it's pretty disturbing, I'll be honest. It's definitely not going to be everyone's cup of tea. This guy clearly fucking hurt a lot of people, and it's some of the stuff's pretty hard. So I also pretty terrifying that this was going on, and until a couple of years ago when they arrested him, and probably still is going on, to be honest, because they allude to the fact that they know other people were involved, and it's fucked up.
Well, they more than allude to it. I mean, if everything said in this documentary is accurate, his wife is culpable for all this.
Yeah.
Didn't she disappear?
I think, disappear...
as in, they can't sort of track her down anymore?
Yeah, maybe.
Not that she just went into hiding?
I mean, you would.
I know.
You would.
Yeah, of course. Fuck yeah. Jesus Christ. So if you don't know who Jeffrey Epstein is, he's
the scum of the earth that killed himself.
Basically,
Or did he?
Or did he kill himself? Or did someone he had a lot of dirt on have him killed in prison?
He's not Geek of the Week.
I wasn't going to ask.
No.
But he was a what, billionaire? Mm-hmm. He made a bunch of money in a Ponzi scheme, and then he was friends with fucking anybody rich and famous. He was friends with. That's why I feel like it's a little weird when people say, "Oh, he's friends with this person. He's friends with this person." He was friends with everybody, and I guess that's no guarantee that they were also involved in his child sex trafficking. That he was.
There's also a difference to being friends and just knowing everyone as well.
Yeah, because when you're rich, you kind of schmooze.
And also, what I found really disturbing about the documentary was the people that just flat out denied knowing him or going to his secret island. Yeah, he had a secret island. He had a secret rape island.
It was called Pedophile Island. Well, he didn't call it that. Everybody else called it that.
The staff of the island
called it Pedophile
Island. The some people were like, yeah, look, you know what? I did go to Pedophile Island. I went there for lunch. There was a whole bunch of people there.
He had business meetings there. That is true, confirmed by the staff who worked there. Just because you went there didn't mean you were...
Yeah, but then you've got people that are like, no, don't know what you're talking about, never went there. And it's like, dude, your name's on the guest list and you've been identified by the staff. Yeah.
It's the weirdest, stupidest lie you could tell.
Just say you had lunch there. and then you're left without raping anyone. You don't have to...
Because denying going there...
Because now we know you're lying.
There are flight logs, and people saw Bill Clinton on that fucking island, right? He was on the island, but he said, I've never been to that island. Why would you say that?
Yeah, because people are not going to mistake someone for Bill Clinton.
I get that you don't want to be associated with this guy, but that just
Clinton.
incriminates you.
Yeah.
When there's fucking evidence you were there, don't say you weren't there. It's like the Prince Andrew with the things like, I don't know where that photo came from.
Yeah.
You're in the fucking photo, mate.
You are in the photo.
You're in the photo with the underage girl.
But
right?
what I love about Prince Andrew...
Don't say you don't know where it came from. Just say, yeah, I was there, but I didn't have sex with her.
Exactly. Just say, I posed for a lot of photos.
Yeah.
You know,
don't say you don't remember.
Just say,
I remember that night.
I remember that girl. She used to hang out with Brian Epstein. Fucking Jeffrey Epstein. Sorry, I don't mean to bring Brian Epstein back in.
Jeffrey's brother.
No, Brian Epstein is the producer of the Beatles. But yeah, exactly, mate. Just say, I know who she is, but I didn't have sex with her. But unless you did, in which case, just fucking admit you did it, you dirty prick, and we'll put you in prison.
That's right, yeah.
But what I love about the Prince Andrew scandal
seems like he did.
Is that they said to him, do you remember this photo? No. Do you remember the girl in the photo? No. Do you remember where you were the night of like whatever date in whatever year 20 years ago? And he's like, yes, I was at Pizza Express. And
that's right, yeah, with his daughter.
Like, well, hold on. It's pretty odd that you would remember that you were at a Pizza Express on this one specific night many years ago. And he was like, well, I'm very rich. I don't often go to Pizza Express.
But I do.
I
often
don't
sleep
know
with
where I
girls,
was.
So how am I to recall?
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know where I was 20 weeks ago.
But the funny thing is that the Pizza Express, then after that came out, they tweeted, we don't know if you were here on that night or not, but you're definitely not welcome here in the future.
It's just like the stupidest lie. Like you're like, what are you thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Just say, yeah, I was there. Yeah, I do remember her. No, I didn't have sex with her.
Mm-hmm.
And then prove me wrong, right? Don't say you weren't there. There's a fucking photo of you there. Like you're looking at the photo. I don't know where this could have come from because I was not there. Idiot.
Yep.
Anyway, it was an interesting doco. Not for everybody, but I found it very interesting.
It's not for me.
Jeffrey
it's
Epstein,
depressing.
not for Luke. Don't worry, Luke. He would have no interest in you.
So there's big news in the podcast world. We're a podcast.
We are. And as it turns out, Matt, we're not nearly making enough money.
Apparently not, no. So there's the news the last couple of weeks ago was that Joe Rogan, aka host of the biggest fucking podcast on the planet, Joe Rogan Experience, is moving exclusively to Spotify, which is fucking weird, if you ask me.
Well, it's weird until you find out how much money they're paying him to be exclusive to Spotify.
You're right, except so they're paying him what, $100 million a year or something?
What?
Isn't that something like
I
that?
believe so.
Okay, actually, to clarify, I don't think anyone knows for sure the price, but it is something like that. Except he makes more than that now, but he has to deal with advertisers. So really, there's a bunch of articles about this.
Well, the thing is,
it seems like he kind of got ripped off.
Well, no, if you think about it, he'll still have advertisers on there.
Yeah.
Plus this extra money he's going to get from Spotify.
Yeah.
So he's guaranteed $100 million, and then what he brings in from advertising.
Is it also got something to do with demonetizing episodes that have certain content?
I think he's been not getting along with YouTube, that's for sure. But he's not just on YouTube. But although I guess, maybe the video is another aspect of it, right? Because I was going to say, like the podcast, because if I ever listen to it, it's only on the audio version.
Same.
I never watch the videos of it. I kind of pick and choose when he has interesting guests.
Yeah, that's what I do too, because like 9 out of 10 are about MMA.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just not that interested. But then, because I think if you're a Spotify subscriber, you don't have to listen to the ads. I think that's one of the benefits of it.
Yeah, but he's still got ads on his show that you would have to listen to because they're not the Spotify stuff. It's him doing a plug.
Oh, is that the case? I thought that they were going to get rid of those ads for Spotify.
Well, I hope so.
I guess
it takes,
you know what? I guess we don't.
5 fucking minutes to get those ads out. I hate that about it.
Well, I just skip ahead 5-6 minutes in until that music kicks in.
But it's still just him talking, isn't it?
But I don't know that he's going to be able to just plug his own company and his own products now that he is an employee of Spotify. In the same
Well,
way...
no, because even here, he says it'll remain the free and will be exactly the same show. It's just a licensing deal. So Spotify won't have any creative control over the show.
Okay, interesting.
But the problem, I guess, the thing that, to be honest, I don't care. None of this affects me, except you're going to have to listen to it on Spotify now.
Yep.
That's fucking annoying. I don't listen to
And that's what
podcasts
it
on
is.
Spotify.
No, not at all.
This is just Spotify bringing someone on to get more people on Spotify. That's all it is.
It's so annoying. Like, yeah, I know. No, it's still going to be free. So free. Yeah, I don't care. I don't listen to podcasts in Spotify.
Now, if it was
I listen to
music, like
podcasts in
if
Overcast.
they said, okay, Taylor Swift, for example, is going to release a new album that's only available on Spotify, that makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
Not that I give a shit about that garbage, but at the same time...
I get a shock every time we actually work out that podcasts are on Spotify, because I forget. Even though we are, I forget.
Yeah,
I don't listen. Well, it's not the best podcast listening experience.
No,
to be honest.
for a number of reasons.
Yeah, and they don't care about podcasts. They care about music, and this is just a way to get people on the platform. They don't actually care about podcasts. I don't know, it's just a weird move from someone like Joe Rogan, I thought. I feel like maybe he didn't... I mean, maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Maybe he doesn't quite think about it this way. But, like, I don't know, it's a weird move. I feel like he's going to lose listeners.
I was going to ask you, just generally speaking, how artists, specifically musicians, make money off of Spotify. Because say I'm a subscriber, for example, so I pay my $10 to $15 a month, whatever it is, and I listen to everything essentially, for free. Because I mean, so how do they work it out? Do they go, okay, well, in this month, Dan listened to Metallica? My understanding is that
everybody's money goes into a pool, and they don't really look at. It's not based on like popularity or anything like that. It's I think it all goes into a pool, and you get paid per stream, and I think that's. How
you get paid per stream, even if your song wasn't streamed. Is that what you're saying? So, like, if the three of us all had music on Spotify, we just get a share of Spotify that's equal?
No. So, if it per stream. So, if someone listens to your song, you'll get
0.0000001 of a cent.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but if no one listens to your music, you get nothing.
Yeah.
But it all comes from a big pool, because people were saying, I don't know, there was this kind of weird expectation that if I just go on there and subscribe and only listen to one artist, I want to support that artist. I want my money to go to that artist.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It just goes into the pool.
No, the only way you can make it go to them is just to listen to their stuff on repeat and just keep playing it.
And or just buy the album off them on Bandcamp or something like that.
Which is actually the better way to actually support someone.
Right. But because there was that band that figured out that scam where they just made an album of like silence, of 3 seconds of silence, which is enough to trigger a play, and they just told fans just put the album on loop, and then that got shut down.
That's right.
But so I don't know. This Joe Rogan thing is weird. I just feel like it's a weird move for him. I mean, I'm certainly not going to listen to it as frequently. I don't listen to it that frequently, but I'm probably just going to forget that it exists.
You're going to notice it even less now, aren't you? And the thing is, sometimes I listen to the Joe Rogan Experience podcast because I see something on YouTube, and I go, Neil deGrasse Tyson was on Joe Rogan.
Yes.
I'll go listen to that.
Yeah. Oh, Elon Musk's on there again.
That's not going to happen anymore.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's going to be weird. They're still going to put clips up, actually. Now that you meant, I think.
Yeah, it seems weird that they'd lose the video side. I can understand the podcast, but video...
No, well, they're still going to do the video. It's just you're going to have to watch it on Spotify, which is again,
you can get video
weird.
on Spotify.
No,
know that.
No, not really. But now, yes. Like some songs have the music videos will play, so I guess they're going to.
Oh,
use that
I didn't
technology.
know that.
Yeah,
it's true.
The whole thing is weird.
Mm.
There were a bunch of articles about it. People saying that, he's going to lose a lot of business overhead, but he's also going to lose a lot of potential money. So it's kind of a weird choice. I mean, presumably he did the maths on it and he's okay with it, because it seems like he could have made
maybe it's just
more money
more
staying independent.
But also,
pocket now.
It's
you know what I mean? Like
it's $100 million a year, so he could make more money. That's more than enough money to live on the rest of your life.
You're right. You're right. And but plus, he still does stand up and other stuff. It's not like he doesn't need the fucking money.
So he's fine.
Yeah. No, I'm not worried about Joe Rogan. Let's be honest.
But he's got other businesses. He's got his product.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Joe Rogan's he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I do worry about him a little bit. sometimes listening to the show. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, mate?
Yeah.
I feel like he's gotten
just bear in
worse
mind
lately,
that on
to be
his
honest.
podcast, he is drunk and stoned.
I feel like he's gotten worse lately. Like there was the Elon Musk most recent one. I actually stopped because I was just like, oh, shut up, Joe.
Awkward as fuck, man. But Elon Musk is awkward to talk to.
Yes.
I don't like listening to Elon Musk for extended periods of time.
I like Elon Musk, but I felt like everything he said, whether it was like Elon Musk speculates more than I guess it seems sometimes. Like he'll say something and he's like, like, oh, I think we'll have the brain implants, probably next couple of years. He's just talking shit. And then, but then Joe's like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's like, stop it.
Yeah.
After all this, listen to us on Spotify.
Yeah. If that's where you listen to podcasts. Actually, write in. If you listen to podcasts on Spotify, write in and let us know. I am curious. Like, how is your experience with that? I know Jenna does. I don't think all the time, but I know she does listen to them on there. Yeah, write in, let us know. How's your experience listening on Spotify? Because we are on there.
We haven't got our $100 million check yet, but I'm sure that's coming.
It'd be in the mail, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Did you update your address with them, Luke?
I haven't moved yet.
No, I know, but you're going to.
Oh no. I may have. I'll get my mail forwarded for a little while, just in case.
Well, I'll just tell them to ask the Scientologists for your updated address. Yeah.
Yep. Because they'll know.
They'll know.
They probably knew where I was moving before I did.
They will know. They probably were the ones that were like, this is the house you're going to get.
They keep mailing me stuff still.
Of course
they do.
Of course they do.
Fuck, whoever moves into your house next is going to be like, oh my God, a Scientologist used to live here.
Is that going to be one of the things they have to disclose? Like, okay, there's a nice property, it's 3 bedrooms, it's, house and yard, but we do have to disclose a Scientologist did live here. And you will
It is
probably
infested with thetans.
you'll get literature sent to the house.
Actually, they just emailed me the other day as well.
About what?
Every now and again, they'll just email me just to touch base with me. Or I've
like
had
a literal
phone calls.
personal email.
Yeah, personal. I've had phone calls from the people in LA that I spoke to.
Hang on. Do you think they listen to this show?
Maybe.
Because I'm actually serious. Maybe they do. It wouldn't surprise me. If you're listening,
possible, if so.
Scientologists, how you doing?
Luke,
Right in. Give me a call. Let us know. Podcast at multiplenerdgasm.com.
Which branch of the LA Scientology to go to? The one downtown or the one on Hollywood Boulevard?
Hollywood.
Uh-huh.
The big one.
Uh-huh.
Just walking past there my last day in LA before I was flying home. And I'm going to kill some time.
Yeah, I thought about you the last time I walked past it.
Did you go in?
No, absolutely not.
I'll go back.
See, this is why they keep sending
This is why they're fucking emailing you. Yeah, exactly.
It's because you are a Scientologist, Luke. You went in. You paid them money. You do the stuff. They send you stuff.
I don't do the stuff, though. I
do
didn't
some
do
of
the
the stuff.
stuff.
I know you've done some of the stuff.
I gave him the money.
Yeah. You're a fucking
That was it.
card-carrying member of the Scientologist party.
No, I haven't officially joined.
Is that what they think?
I
If
did meet
asked
Tom
them,
Cruise.
is that what they
Membership,
would
though.
say?
You've met Tom Cruise.
Mm.
You've been to the Church of Scientology in Los Angeles. They're sending you material. It looks pretty suspicious, Luke.
They're listening to the podcast.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Maybe I'll call in at the Canberra branch. There's one here. Matt wouldn't let me and Jenna go in.
When did we? I don't even remember.
Oh, this was 6 years ago or something.
Okay. Well, it must have been because I was in Australia.
Yeah.
Back in a long time.
Yeah, me and Jenna wanted to go in, but you said no. And it was a good thing because look what happened to me.
Exactly. Well, it's because I knew that was going to happen.
Imagine if the one down the road was the one you walked into, Luke.
Yeah. They just show up at your
You're
house.
rocking up at my house.
Yeah. There's been a hole in my heart, guys.
Oh, as deep as a well?
As deep as a... trying to think of something from Disco Elysium I can use as deep as a hole in sound. That's a good, weird reference from the game.
As deep as fascism.
As deep as fascism. So I finished Disco Elysium. We talked about it. Shout out to all the listeners who've purchased it and been playing it as a result.
Yeah.
We've gotten
I'm
word that
sorry.
a bunch
I feel
of
we
people-
also need to apologise for that as well if you've been sucked
Yeah.
into that vortex. From
Jenna
which
tried
there
to
is
play
no
it.
escape.
Not into it. She's
No.
not into it.
No.
So, but podcast at multiplenerdgasm.com. Let us know if you've checked it out and if you like it. But there's been a hole in my heart because I really loved it, but I don't want to replay it yet. So I was trying to think of something I could play sort of like it. And then I remembered,
Fallout.
no, Planescape Torment. Planescape Torment.
Torment.
It is a role-playing game that I have never played all the way through. I've only ever played like a few hours of it, and I've been meaning to for a long time. It's the same engine as Baldur's Gate, and it's
I think I've seen the cover of this, but I thought it was a heavy metal album.
Nah, it's a role-playing game. It's Dungeons and Dragons based. It's like Planescape is actually Dungeons and Dragons world, but it's mostly weird, and there's not necessarily a lot of combat, and it's you play a character who you wake up and you're in this I guess morgue, and there are all these zombies doing stuff, and you don't remember how you died, and you've got instructions tattooed on your back, and there's like a floating head who's your companion. His name's Mort at the start, and it's just super weird and different. And so I've been playing that, and it's fucking awesome.
Cool.
And I just wanted to give it a shout out and say, Dan, maybe you should check that out.
Yeah, I'm just looking now. Hopefully, it's available on Mac.
It is. It is the enhanced edition. Came out.
It's also available on Xbox One.
That's true. Yep. Planescape Torment. It's definitely weird, but I think it's good.
Yeah, I'll give that a go. Yeah, I played, as Luke said, I played a bit of Fallout this week. Fallout 1, the old original Fallout. I've forgotten how slow this game is. Mm-hmm. It's very slow. Mm-hmm.
Especially the start when you're not good at anything.
Yeah, you can't do a lot.
The second one is better.
It's got a timer as well, which bugs me the first one.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
The second, once you get past that timer, once you get past that watership part, it's a bit better.
Yeah. Fallout 2 is
that first part of the game when you have to focus on that.
What I really liked about Fallout 2 was that they were like, "Oh, you like Fallout? Well, here's a bigger one." You know, we're not going to try to spruce the graphics. You like that? Here's more
content.
Yeah.
And I think the humor was better in the second one as well.
They really found it. But it's funny that when you play the first Fallout after having played all of the subsequent ones, you forget just how many things were always there right from the first game.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just the names of things, caps, stimpaks, just all of that stuff. Yeah. Always there. Super mutants, always there.
I noticed, because we talked about this a little bit, I was confused because the Good Old Games sale is, I think, still on. They've got the summer sale on. And Fallout, it shows you a list of the games that are on sale, and then it usually blanks out the ones you already own, puts them down the bottom.
Yeah.
And Fallout 1 and 2 was still saying I could purchase them for a couple of bucks. And I was like, I'm sure I already own those. And I do. But there's a weird thing where I bought them years ago, and then they got pulled off the store, and then they got put back on, maybe by a different publisher or something. But if you buy them now, you don't get all the bonus shit that I got. For example, I've got
Tactics.
I have in it's the development diary. It's the PDF of the, I guess, what would you call it? The Fallout Bible, the reference materials.
Yeah, right.
That say, these look like this looks like, it's kind of like they hand it out to everybody and they're like, these are the rules for Fallout kind of thing. So I have that and some other stuff that apparently you don't get those now if you buy it. So
I don't have that. And actually, I've had these on GOG for quite some time, and I had to re-download these because GOG's different now. But that's interesting. I played
in my library.
I played something really, really good today, actually, and I found this is a little indie game that I found on itch.io or itch.io. I don't even know how you're supposed to say that.
I call it itch.io in my head.
Yeah, it's itch.io in my head too. And I found some great stuff on here, and this is one to add to it. This is called Timeout, and it was the developer is a guy called Christopher Lee, so it's a very memorable name, and he's actually a Singaporean.
Cool.
Which I only just found out actually when I looked into this. This is a beautiful game. The look of this game is like a pixelated adventure game, except that you can move in 3 dimensions, and the depth of it is done just really beautifully. I'll chuck it in here for you guys to look at. I only played it for about 10 minutes, and I just played it just before this recording tonight.
Yeah.
So, it could be incredibly short, and it might, but it just to play something beautiful, it's worth putting on.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Actually, I'm looking at the screenshots. That looks fucking rad.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's set in a kind of, it looks like the 1920s, except that it's kind of the future because currency is now units of time. And so you pay for things with time, and then you lose time, and It's this kind of really.
I'm guessing time is how long you're alive.
Yes.
So when you're paying with like
your life.
Here's 5 minutes of my life type of thing. Yep.
Yeah. But then you can take out a bank loan of time, but I don't know how you pay it back. I only played for 10 minutes, but it seems pretty interesting, and I'm looking forward to playing through it a little more.
All right, cool. Yeah, some good stuff on itch.io.
Yeah.
That's where I get Octavia Navarro's games.
Yeah, Dark Side Detective. I got from there.
Oh yeah, is that on there? Is it? Okay,
yeah.
I got it on now. I played that on Switch.
Oh.
Speaking of the Switch,
we
talked about a game that Luke and I both loved, and Dan, actually, this is another one you should maybe check out. Is The Outer Worlds?
Yeah,
I know we talked about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you did that yet, but
yeah, I have The Outer Worlds. I like it. I don't think I like it as much as you guys do, or maybe I just haven't played it enough yet. Maybe I got to just really let it.
I think it's a game where you have to get lost in it. You have to sit down and devote time. It's not a pick up play for half an hour type of game.
Yeah.
Well, we got excited because it was coming out on the Switch, or I got excited because it was coming out on the Switch. But apparently, it sucks on Switch.
Oh.
So, if you're listeners, if you were going to play it, maybe don't get it on the Switch. Actually, a lot of the reviews said if you're going to, it's almost worth not playing it instead of playing it on the Switch.
Oh wow!
Apparently, it's that bad.
Because I'm guessing it'd probably run as well as like Skyrim did. So
nope,
but it doesn't. No,
apparently it runs like shit. And that's what they said. Games like the fact that Witcher 3 is on the Switch and it runs well, and Doom is on the Switch and it runs well, kind of makes it like, really? Okay.
Yeah, but don't forget, Witcher 3's 6-7 years old now already. Skyrim's older than that.
Yeah, true. I guess. Although I'm looking at the screenshots, it's not that bad.
See, and I'm thinking,
people are
like,
pissed
if
off
you're playing
about
on the
it, but,
Switch, I can't understand. If you're going to play it on a television, like a big screen, it would suck.
Well, if you're going to play it on telly, get an Xbox.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But if you're just going to play it on the actual Switch and as a handheld, I think it looks fine from these screenshots.
Yeah, I'm looking. It looks
like it's not great, but
no, but you're playing it on the train.
Screen.
You know?
Yeah.
I guess I'm looking at this, and I don't know. People are being really, really down on it, but I guess maybe you got to see it in motion. But,
I think
it doesn't look that bad.
I think the frame rate struggles a little bit in fighting sometimes, but I don't know. I think people are just being. I think the internet's being the internet, and it's coming down a lot harder on stuff.
Yeah.
Evidently, there's a graphics and frame rate mod for the Switch version that you can download. I don't know anything about the Switch, and I don't know how mods work on the Switch, but
for this game,
yeah,
interesting.
Let me paste it in under Christopher
Does it need to
Lee.
be modded or something? I don't know.
I'd be very careful with that because
you're gonna have download what's mod. How the fuck do you put a mod on a Switch?
Yeah,
confused.
Don't brick your Switch.
That's my motto. Don't brick your Switch. Don't brick your Switch.
Oh, I've been saying don't switch your brick the whole time. Don't switch your brick.
No, I just want them to hurry up and make Outer Worlds 2 or Bethesda to give us a new Fallout or a Skyrim or a... I need a game like
new
this.
Bethesda game.
No.
What was that game they announced? Starfield?
Starfield, well, they've announced that. They've shown it off once and then never again.
They didn't show it off. They just showed the graph, the fucking logo. That's the word I'm looking for.
And then haven't heard of it again since.
Yeah, I'd like another Fallout, Luke. I actually wanted to play Fallout 4 through again because I loved it so much. And because you can do so many things differently on a second playthrough. Except that the game is so vast that I like... Even when I was just doing those, 100 Minutemen tasks at the start, I was like, how much time am I reasonably going to be able to put into this second playthrough?
Yeah.
Am I going to build a house this time? You know what I mean? Am I going to...
Where am I going to live?
Yeah, I just knew I wasn't going to do it.
Every now and again I want to go back to Skyrim and build my house in that, but I don't know, Skyrim just doesn't pull me in like it used to.
Yeah, I did a second Skyrim playthrough where I actually played for more hours than the first time, but didn't do any of the main story.
I've never done the main story.
Yeah, right.
Literally never.
I actually remember I finished that game by accident.
Well,
I didn't actually know I was playing a main story quest.
He was just trying to get this achievement that said finish the game,
it's
and then
pretty
accidentally
obvious,
finish the game.
Luke, when you're fucking doing you're fighting a very big dragon.
I know, but I didn't mean to go and fight the dragon. I was just wandering around.
And the dragon showed up, and he was like, "Fine, I'll come to you. Let's do this."
You are wasting my time.
I've been atop of a mountain for months.
But no, I need another game like that. I want that really big game, that open world, but there's just nothing.
I've been thinking about. I know we talked about this the other week. I've been thinking of going back to Red Dead 2 just to see. Then I was like, I haven't played it in so long that I don't know if I'm going to remember how to play. Maybe I should restart. And then I was like, I feel like
don't do that.
I feel like even though I didn't get that far in it, I still played like hours and hours and hours of
don't
it.
Forget the start is actually quite boring as well. You're in the snow, like that. Don't go back. The problem is I put it back on a few weeks ago and was like, okay, this could be my quarantine game. And because I keep seeing things on YouTube, like people find, like they find a crashed UFO and I want to find all this stuff. And but the actual game is quite boring. Like playing it isn't very fun.
I don't remember how to play it. So my main reason for thinking of restarting was just so that I could remember how to do everything. But I guess I'll probably just be able to figure it out.
You'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah, okay.
Y gets you up on the horse.
Well, maybe I'll have a look today, maybe, and I'll report back.
Let me know. It'd be interesting to see if it hooks you back in, Matt. And if it does, let me know what it is about it that did. Because when I got back in, it was like, well, we're going to have to go and talk to this guy about a thing. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that with you.
Yeah, I went back in, mopped up a few more of the achievements, but then a lot of it now is it's all on the online stuff, which I just don't care about.
You don't want to fight skeletons?
No.
Have you checked out Do Not Feed the Monkeys?
I've not heard of this game.
I hadn't either.
I haven't, but it's rated E, so anyone can play it.
That's right. So
play with my kids.
This game, I don't know a lot about this game, but from this article, I do know that it contains sex and nudity. And somehow it accidentally got released with an E rating.
Okay, the nudity, we're talking Leisure Suit Larry nudity.
Okay, fair enough.
But even so, Leisure Suit Larry wasn't rated E, not that they had a rating like that back then, but
we're talking we're talking like cartoon graphics.
Yeah, but still, I mean, the E is the kids rating.
For everyone.
To be clear, though, it's not monkey nudity, is it?
No, it is not.
I hope not. That would be disgusting.
There are female breasts.
Okay, I'm looking at them
breasts. Now. Okay.
Actually, I don't know. There's quite a bit of nudity. I wouldn't want my kids playing this.
I think that might be Bush.
Mm-hmm.
George Bush?
Yeah, George Bush. Yep.
George Bush with female tits. All right, I can see how that got an E rating.
What is this game?
Yeah, I have no idea. Where are you seeing these tits?
I just went, do not feed the monkeys an image search on Google.
Yeah, me too.
Do not feed the monkeys tits.
I'm on, and then there's a picture of celeb boobs. Celebboobs.com.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I'm seeing it. All right. Okay. Well, it does seem like this is not a game for children. So
no, it does not. And it's weird how, so what? Wouldn't the developers come out and went, no, we made a mature game, that's what we want. So did Nintendo make a mistake when they put it up, or?
It seems like it. They said they had to pull it off the store quickly because they got released with the wrong rating. I guess I don't know. I don't know 100% whose mistake it was. Maybe they submitted it incorrectly. I don't know. But Nintendo usually checks this shit, so that's weird.
Yeah, it's sort of weird for Nintendo to have it because someone can get quite a big fine for this.
What is
I kind of want to play it.
Just looking through
it's
the
a
pictures.
digital,
I don't know what it is.
It's a digital voyeur simulator game where you watch strangers through surveillance cameras.
Oh, Christ.
Invade their privacy and witness their most intimate moments. Children's game.
So it's a game that's been out for a while, but I think it's just released.
I want a game that's
Nintendo
escapism,
Switch.
though, Matt. I don't want to play a game that's just like what I've been doing anyway.
Yeah, it's just a day at work.
That's all for this week. Thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoyed the show. If you enjoyed it, then please subscribe in iTunes to receive episodes automatically. We'll see you next time.